The jetpack, the symbol of futuristic travel we've all dreamed of, right? Let's dive directly into its fascinating history. System. The concept of personal flight isn't new. As far back as ancient Greek mythology, we have Icarus, who famously flew too close to the sun. But in terms of jetpacks, we're looking at a more recent history. The idea really took off, pardon the pun, during the space age. The 1960s saw the development of the Bell rocket belt, an actual working jetpack used by the US Army. This contraption was a hydrogen peroxide-powered device, capable of flights up to 21 seconds. Yes, you heard it right. Only 21 seconds. Seconds. Nonetheless, this was a significant milestone, marking the first time humans could fly, unaided by anything other than a device strapped to their back. Despite its short flight time, the Bell rocket belt captured the world's imagination and paved the way for future innovations. As we moved into the late 20th and early 21st centuries, we saw further developments. In 1994, the jetman Yves Rossi designed and built a wingsuit system equipped with jet engines. Rossi's jetpack allowed him to perform aerobatics at high altitudes and travel at speeds around 300 kilometers per hour. A major leap, wouldn't you agree? Now, let's not forget about the Martin jetpack from the late 2000s, a ducted fan device that promised longer flight times and better control. And despite its promise, the Martin jetpack never quite took off commercially, but it certainly contributed to the ongoing evolution of jetpack technology. So, in essence, the dream of personal flight has come a long way. From 21-second flights to jet-powered aerobatics, we're getting closer to making this dream a reality. But as we'll see later, there are still a few obstacles to overcome. But more on that later.
All right, now that we've covered the history, let's delve into the engineering and technological principles that underpin the design and operation of jetpacks.
For many, this might sound like rocket science, and, well, it kind of is. The basic principle of jetpack operation is Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In the case of a jetpack, the action is the rapidly expelled exhaust gases, and the reaction is the upward thrust that propels the jetpack and its pilot into the air. Now, the most common type of jetpack we see today uses jet propulsion, with the Bell rocket belt and Jetman's wingsuit being prime examples. These systems typically use hydrogen peroxide as fuel. When this chemical compound decomposes, it produces a high-pressure steam that's expelled through nozzles, creating that all-important thrust. Jet propulsion, however, isn't the only way to get a jetpack off the ground.
The Martin jetpack, for instance, used ducted fans for lift.
These fans, powered by a V4 engine, work by creating a downward flow of air, which then provides the necessary upward force. Now, regardless of the method, one key design challenge is balance. A jetpack needs to be stable during flight, which means the thrust must be aligned with the center of gravity. Otherwise, well, you might end up spinning like a top. And that's not a fun ride. Another crucial aspect is fuel efficiency. Remember the 21-second flight time of the Bell rocket belt? That's because jet propulsion is notoriously fuel hungry. And carrying more fuel means adding more weight, which requires more thrust, and well, it can turn into a vicious cycle. So in a nutshell, the principles of jetpack design and operation involve the careful balancing of physics, engineering, and practicality. It's no easy feat, but the progress we've seen so far is a testament to human ingenuity. And who knows what we'll come up with next. Okay, Let's talk about what we all really want to know. What can we actually use jetpacks for? Besides the obvious, it's really cool factor, jetpacks have a wide range of potential applications. First off, let's consider recreation. Imagine the thrill of strapping on a jetpack and soaring above the landscape. It's like the ultimate adventure sport, right? Companies like Jetpack Aviation already offer jetpack experiences for those daring enough to try. And in the realm of extreme sports, Swiss aviator Yves Rossi, or Jetman, has performed jaw-dropping aerial stunts using his custom wingsuit jetpack. Beyond recreation, jetpacks have some intriguing potential for transportation. Picture commuting to work in your personal jetpack, bypassing all the traffic congestion below. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? However, more than just a fun way to get around, jetpacks could play a crucial role in emergency services. For instance, imagine a paramedic jetting straight to the scene of an accident, navigating over obstacles that would slow down the traditional ambulance. This isn't just fantasy. In fact, the UK's Great North Air Ambulance Service has been testing a jet suit for this very purpose. Lastly, there's the military. The US military has long been interested in jetpacks, with the Bell rocket belt originally being developed for the Army. The ability to quickly traverse difficult terrain or leap over obstacles could offer a significant tactical advantage. And let's not forget about space exploration. NASA has used a type of jetpack called a manned maneuvering unit to allow astronauts to perform untethered spacewalks. So, from recreation and transportation to emergency services, military operations, and space exploration, jetpacks could truly revolutionize the way we move. But, as you might have guessed, there are a few hurdles to clear before we're all zipping around the skies. But more on that soon. So, with all these potential applications, you might be wondering, why are we all flying around with jetpacks yet? Well, there are a few significant obstacles standing in the way of mass adoption. Let's unpack them. First and foremost, safety is a big issue. The thought of soaring through the air with a jetpack sounds exhilarating, until you consider what could happen if something goes wrong. Engine failure, loss of control, or even just a simple mistake could result in a catastrophic fall. And unlike airplanes or helicopters, jetpacks don't currently have a reliable means of emergency descent, like parachutes. Then there's the challenge of training. Flying a jetpack isn't like riding a bike. It requires a high level of skill and physical fitness to control and balance in the air. This means extensive, expensive, and potentially risky training would be needed before anyone could strap on a jetpack and take to the skies. Technological limitations also present a hurdle. As we mentioned earlier, jetpacks are notoriously fuel inefficient. Current models can only fly for a few minutes before needing to refuel. Until we can improve fuel efficiency or find a more practical power source, jetpacks simply aren't feasible for everyday use or longer trips. And finally, we have regulatory challenges. Our current air traffic control systems are designed for airplanes and helicopters, not individual jetpack users. Imagine the chaos if hundreds or thousands of people were zipping around in the sky, each choosing their own path.
It would be like a game of 3D bumper cars.
So, while the dream of personal flight is tantalizing, there's still a long way to go before jetpacks are a common sight in our skies. But who knows? With the pace of technological innovation, the future of personal flight might be closer than we think. But before we get there, we'll need to address these challenges head on.
All right, let's take a moment to dream a little.
Let's explore the potential future of jetpacks, factoring in advancements in technology, potential improvements in safety, and the broader implications of widespread use. Now, in terms of technology, we're already seeing some promising developments. Battery technology, for instance, is improving rapidly. Could we see electric jetpacks in the future with longer flight times? Maybe. How about AI-assisted control systems to help keep flights stable and safe? It's certainly possible. And then there's the matter of safety. As jetpack technology matures, we could see the integration of safety features like automatic stabilization, collision avoidance systems, or even deployable parachutes for emergency landings. Who knows? Maybe we'll have jetpack driving tests, just like we do for cars today. But let's zoom out a bit. What would it mean for society if jetpacks became a common mode of transportation? Well, for one, our cities would look very different. We'd need landing pads instead of parking spots, and air traffic control would need a serious upgrade. The environment could potentially benefit too. If we managed to develop electric jetpacks, we could reduce our reliance on fossil fuels for short-distance travel. But on the flip side, widespread jetpack use could also have potential negative impacts, like noise pollution or risks to bird life.
And imagine the new sports we could invent.
Jetpack racing, anyone? In a nutshell, the future of jetpacks is a thrilling unknown. It's a blend of technological innovation, societal adaptation, and regulatory evolution. But one thing is for sure, it's going to be an exciting ride. So, strap in and hold on tight, because the dream of personal flight is closer than ever before.